Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we're going to be talking about Ripple and XRP. But before we fully jump on into this video, I just want to ask all those XRP holders out there, how will you celebrate when the SEC case is finally behind us? And also hit that like button if you guys haven't already. And for those XRP holders out there that are not subscribed to the channel, over 50% of you guys are not subscribed. By the end of this video, if you guys did find any of the content or information in this video interesting at all, or maybe you just enjoyed the video, definitely consider hitting that subscribe button and turning notifications on to never miss a future update. But with that being said, let's talk about this from Library community. So we do see why the SEC is going against Ripple and now against Library. You know why. They don't like the idea of decentralization because Library, LBC, does to publishing what Bitcoin does to money. But guess what? They hit the wall. Thank you, Johnny Dean. And you know what's crazy about this? Yeah. When we take a look at what is going on with the SEC, they are trying to tear down American innovation around the future asset class that will reach trillions and trillions of dollars worth of valuations in its infancy. These are American companies that are trying to create the future of finance, the future of insurance, the future of everything that we know of. The Internet of Value is on its way. This is the new system that nearly every single industry, every single sector will run on. And the SEC is trying to tear it down. Because guess what? The Internet of Value takes away centralization and control from the elites. They don't want that. The elites are trying to tear this industry down while it's in its infancy because they are terrified of what's to come. They are fearful of the technology and the potential that this technology can have and reap on the entire global system. And we do see over here from John E. Dean, he's actually quoting Library, talking about their expenses around this entire case, not to mention taxpayer money. Think about the taxpayer money that went into the complete nonsense show that the SEC was putting on for the last, well, now technically 2 years and 2 months. We have a broken system in America. When you think about Section 5 of the 1934 Securities Act, the whole registration requirement is meant to reduce the asymmetry between a promoter and the public. Howie was decided in 1946, pre-internet, pre-Google. We need Congress to do its job. 100%. What is going on? Why are we utilizing 1946 law against this industry? It makes absolutely no sense. And guess what? XRP holders out there, $15 billion in damages, and they are destroying us as well through taxpayer money. Why are we funding this circus show? This is ridiculous. We do see over here from Library, we sold $12 million in tokens, 4.3 spent on legal fees, 2 million paid in taxes. Factor in another $1 to $2 million in employee time to produce all SEC documents, over 1 million pages. Easily half, maybe even 3/4 of the income was spent attempting to comply with our own government. Because we do see down here from XRP Gorilla, he's actually talking about taxpayer money going into these non-fraud cases where the only outcome is the destruction of American crypto innovation and bankrupting an American company. This is the truth. And it's sad. It truly is sad at the end of the day when you take a look at this. Like, there is so much taxpayer money getting thrown out the window and essentially burned in front of our eyes to fund this complete garbage agency that has done nothing for investors. We're here to protect investors. That's their slogan. Hey, we're here to protect investors. No, they're not. Maintaining fair, orderly, and efficient markets, laughable. Laughable. Maybe for the elites. Maybe they're protecting the elites. I don't feel protected, do you? Because this is absolutely ridiculous. And nonetheless, how will I be celebrating XRP getting out of this lawsuit? Well, here's a little bit of insight on just how quick things can change. Now, going all the way back to the all-time chart, this is merely just such a little bit of a price move compared to the past on Library's token, but hey, it's still something very exciting because just think about the price move on XRP if Library jumped like this. This like did a 3x move in such a short amount of time from the news that got broken from the SEC. But think about how fast XRP could move if we get out of this entire lawsuit. You got to remember, right? We still have a lot of major exchange listings for XRP. We actually do see from Library, Coinbase should relist XRP. Under the SEC versus Library standard, XRP sold by secondary holders is not a security. And yeah, I mean, if you think about it, all exchanges are clear to sell XRP again. And this also kind of opens up the argument against Gary Gensler going after exchanges for selling security tokens. Like this completely ruins that defense. So, the question is, will XRP get relisted on Coinbase? It's questionable, but also, let's take a quick look at how XRP could act if Ripple wins against the SEC. So we do see down here that we have shows what could happen to XRP if the case has a good outcome. And here you guys have Library pumping initially. Did like a nice 3x move. I don't know what the exact price move was, the percentage wise. Don't know if they talk about that down here. But we do see the case of Library and its tokens is much like the litigation between Ripple and the SEC over XRP, where one of the charges is the sale of unregistered securities. When Library lost its trial with the commission earlier in 2022, many wrote that it was a serious blow to Ripple's position. But honestly, now that we have a few updates around this case, it actually helped Ripple's position much more than what most people anticipated. And yeah, I mean, technically, and by the way, it was up 280%. We have the percentages there. But um, when we take Ripple's position into account and we take XRP holders' positions into account, it's completely different. I actually think that the Library case has opened the door for XRP holders to be in the clear. But when we take a look at XRP, we have some nice volume in $1.1 billion worth of trading volume. Not all positive, by the way. They're selling and buying volume added into that. But when we take a look at the all-time chart, we know something big is brewing. I actually think that the pressure cooker was on back in November of 2020. If you guys were here during November of 2020, I congratulate you because it was not easy. It was not easy being an XRP holder during November of 2020 into December because most people were probably buying this price move here, FOMOing in. There's quite a bit of money pouring in, like $18 billion, $7 billion. Like this is the 24-hour volume, upwards to like almost $20 billion, 21. And then all of a sudden, there was the SEC lawsuit. And it's funny, this is 589. $5.89 billion worth of volume on the 31st of 2020, December 2020. This is crazy. But I thought the pressure cooker was on here. We probably would have created a new all-time high. It's arguably within like the January, February timeframe, maybe even like March. When we topped out back in April at around almost $2, I think a lot of people were kind of anticipating us to continue to break up, but again, there was not a lot of catalyst. There was still uncertainty around SEC. So when we take a look at what we have now, when this case is behind us, there's still relistings to happen. Remember, there's a ton of partnerships. I mean, go look at Ripple Partner On-Demand Liquidity (ODL) on Google, and just look at the news in the recent timeframes. Like Ripple processes payments worth $30 billion, but XRP's price still kind of sitting flat because there's not a massive demand for XRP right now from the retail sector. Nobody really cares about XRP right now. A lot of people are still waiting on the sidelines for this case to be done. Imagine that, right? You're sitting on the sidelines waiting to buy XRP for the SEC case to be finished. By the time that news breaks, in my opinion, it's going to be too late to buy cheap XRP. I think that there's going to be a FOMO train, but I might be wrong. Who knows? But yeah, we started to see a lot of on-demand liquidity partnerships and things like that. We recently seen Monica Long get named president. She's focused on on-demand liquidity, CBDCs, XLS20 as well in terms of like the XRP ledger. There's a lot of things to look at. On-demand liquidity serves 90% of the $6 trillion market daily. It's now $7.5 trillion. There's been a lot of central bank partnerships and things like that in terms of like Ripple. There's so much happening. There is so much happening. There's so much expansions happening. And when we take a look at that and we go in depth on like, okay, well, we have all these massive partnerships announcements, and even the XRP ledger is continuing to expand on a lot of like use cases, DeFi use cases as well, like IOU transfers and things like that. Like this is actually pretty big news because this is DeFi through CeFi. Like all of this is happening while we still have the price remaining so low. Like think about where we will be going forward on in time when the bull run is actually fully here, because everyone's saying like the bull run's back, bull run is here, but when the full bull is here and and things are starting to break out heavily, and we get that confirmation, this case being put behind us, and we see on-demand liquidity expanding in the U.S. as well, and we start to see relistings of XRP, the trading volume that pours in is going to be substantial. And again, it's not going to be like Library because, listen, Library didn't even get a clean win. Remember, this was not a clean win at all for Library. Like, this was not like incredible news or anything like that that caused it to do a 3x return. And also, think about it like this: Library is not getting mainstream attention. This is an asset that is still in the top 10 after 2 years of litigation process against the SEC. This is an asset that has been in the top 10 for over a decade. This is an asset that is tried, tested, and true to what its nature is around being a DLT technology that you could count on. So think about the adoption from the financial use case perspective, and think about the power and the potential behind XRP as well that is still locked away and just waiting to be embraced in the US from a lot of these major banks. And also, imagine the amount of money flow that will come into this space to just buy XRP when XRP is the only digital asset in the space to have regulatory clarity and also the mainstream media attention on this case when it breaks and we finally have the SEC get put behind us. It is going to be a monumental moment in time and history for the entire crypto industry. With that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, to notifications on. Also, for those out there that do want to get in on more exclusive content, these are 56 exclusive posts that include videos, charts, etc. I post all my trades, all of my information over here on Patreon that is more exclusive. I go in depth on everything. For $26 a month, you guys can get all of that content. I'm posting roughly about 5 times a day. You guys are more than welcome to go check that out. Links are down in the description below as well as in the comments below. But for those out there that do just want free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter. I'm posting a ton of things on Twitter as well. And also join the free Discord that's down in the description below as well as in the comments below, where we do post also trade opportunities. We post charts. We talk about the market. We go in depth on market insights, stuff like that. You guys are more than welcome to join that as well. And for those out there that did enjoy the video, like I said, definitely hit that subscribe button and turn notifications on to never miss a future update. And with that being said, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are on this beautiful world. It's been Nick. Peace out, guys.